welcome back to my channel Healthy Bhava. This is Priyanka Singh here again. So today I have reached to day 4th of my yoga for beginners series. So as you have seen in all my videos, I start my session with the warm-ups and few of the stretches. So I suggest you also please must not skip the warm-ups and stretches, as it will only help you to get the desired and more result. So in today's session, apart from the warm-ups and stretches, I'll take you to complete one round of sun salutation, few of the balancing asanas, and in pranayam it would be Bhastrika pranayam, bellow breathing. So let's begin with the positive vibe. Once again, I would like to tell yoga is not for one particular person, rather it's for all. Let's begin with, let's sit in Sukhasana, legs crossed, spine stretched upward. Stretch the arms sideways with breathe in. Join your palms. Interlock the fingers, index finger pointing towards ceiling. Keep on extending your fingers towards ceiling with each inhalation. You can close your eyes to feel the deeper stretch of your spine, cervical and arms. Keep on inhaling and stretching upwards. Hold. Do not bring your arms forward, neither so back. Place it just beside ears. Keep on extending upward. Now from here, let's transit on to left side. Breathe in center. Just twist your spine. Do not move your legs far. Twist your spine. Move on to left side. Arms still beside ears. Keep on twisting and hold. Each inhalation, extending arms upward. Exhalation, relaxing a bit to your arms. Feel your biceps, cervical, back of the neck, getting stressed and worked out. And breathe in center. Breathe out to the right. We'll hold here again. Keep on extending arms up. Breathe in, centered. Breathe out. Unlock your fingers. Slowly release your arms, taking it downward. Place it onto the thigh. Slowly you can open up your eyes if you have closed. Now let's switch on to side. Inhale is centered. Exhale, placing the right forearm onto the right side, extending the left arm towards right. Breathe in, again center. Breathe out towards left, extending the right arm. Feel your right palm is getting stressed towards left. Breathe in, breathe out. We'll go with this few more seconds. Continue. You can either place your forearms or place your palms, your choice, which way you are comfortable with. Here I am taking the forearm, placing the forearms. One thing you have to ensure that while tilting onto sides, do not bring your arm neither forward nor so back. Always it should be above ears. Keep on changing and feel the stretch on your sides with a gentle smile on your face. Few more times. Here in this pose, you can feel the stretch on your sides as well as spine is getting massaged. It also strengthens your back. And next we'll hold on to this posture. Take yourself to the left side. Hold. While holding with each inhalation, keep on extending towards left. And exhalation, releasing slightly. I can feel the sides getting stretched. Come up with breathe in. Onto another side, hold. Keep on extending. Keep on extending, extending. And slowly come up, relax. That's all was the part of side to side twisted. Now let's go with the waist rotation. Here again I'll give you the side view so that you can go correctly with the posture. Main thing, you have to ensure that you do not bend your body and do not hunch it like this. Rather you have to always bend from the base. Here you just place the cup of the palm onto the kneecap. Breathe in. Lengthen your spine, breathe out, taking your spine, taking your chest towards left and then start rotating clockwise 5 times. Do notice that here I am not hunching my back. Back is extending forward, rather downward. Breathe in, taking yourself back. Breathe out, forward. One more time. Breathe out. And from here, breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. 5 times. If I miss, go more than, that's okay. If you feel comfortable in any posture, you can extend and increase the number. And stay here for few seconds. Move your head forward, spine extending forward. Feel the base of your spine. Hold. Another 10 seconds. So if you feel difficulty in holding in this posture, you can wrap your arms under your thigh, rather placing it onto the thigh. Wrapping arm would take your chest more closer to the mat. Now breathe in, come up, spine extended, extend your spine, breathe out. Relax. Let's move on to our next posture. Placing the palms in front of your chest. Lift up your hips. You have to lift up your hips like this. Come up, down, come up, down, come up, down. And then finally with a jerk, come up, supporting yourself onto your knee. Taking your legs apart. Unlock the legs, bringing the knees in tabletop. Tabletop, as I have already mentioned, the wrist should be under shoulder, knee should be under hips, Let's go with the cat and cow stretch. 8 times we'll go. Breathe in, extending your body, arching your back, feeling the stretch in your abdomen. Abdomen closer to the mat. Breathe out, hunching your back, curving your spine. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time, I'll go. Breathe in. Breathe out. Stay here and hold the cat's pose. Keep on taking away your stomach from mat. Curving and hunching the back. Chin towards chest. Chin touching the chest. Now breathe in, arching your back, pushing your tailbone outward, taking abdomen towards mat, look towards ceiling, hold. Spine in neutral pose. And now let's work out on our wrist. So here, if you want your wrist to get warmed up, turn your wrist inward and take it side to side. You'll feel it on your wrist. Like this. You can even enjoy this like dancing. And then turning palms inside. Then bringing it forward, backward, forward, backward. You can feel your wrist. Now forward onto the outer sides. Again, side to side. Notice your wrists are getting exercised. And relax completely. Tabletop. Relax in child pose. Child pose, toes inward, heels outward, placing palms onto the mat. After relaxing in child pose for a while, let's bring up yourself in tabletop. And turn on to the left side with the support of your palms. Coming on to your knees. So if you have knee pain, you can place a small soft pillow underneath, or you can wrap bed sheet underneath your knee so you won't get any knee hurt. Stretch your left leg towards left side, left heel onto the mat. Now you have to slide your left palm towards left leg and stretch your right arm up. Stay here for a few seconds. You can stretch as much as you can. I'll give you the clearer image of this. See here, the left leg is completely stretched to the left side. Keep your spine straight, do not twist it. Keep it straight completely, placing the left palm to the left side, stretching the right arm up. Stay here if you're comfortable here, or else if you are more comfortable going deeper, you can go down catching hold of your left toes, right arm up. Try to look onto your right palm, fingers spreaded wide, and to another level, you can bring your arms extending towards left. So do not drop it inside, it would go outward. Hold. 9, 8, 7, 5, 3, 1. Breathe in, center, dropping down, arms relax, bringing your left leg again on your knees. Let's stretch out the another side. So breathe in is center, breathe out is tilting on side to side, right? So once again, now let's slide your right palm to the right side. Initially you go with the beginner's level. Slide your right palm to the right, stretching your left arm up. Bring it upward, fingers wide open, look onto your left palm. And then if you are comfortable with, you can catch hold of your toes. If you are not comfortable in catching hold of your toe, but you feel like you are flexible, then you go on sliding and coming forward, coming centered for 5 to 8 times. Then after a few times, 5 to 8 times, you will feel the hamstrings stiffness has removed. Then after, you can catch hold easily. And then you can even bring your left arm toward right. Hold here. Hold here means hold your breath. Do not hold your breath. Hold here means holding the posture. Particular posture, if I instruct to hold, means we have to go deeper. This is Parighasana, gate pose. So feel again the stretch we are getting on sides. And then breathe in, come up, centered, on knees, turn on to child pose, relax here for a while. So any after stretch, deeper twist, must relax in child pose. It's not, once again I say, not only the resting pose, rather it's asana which benefit our complete body. From child pose, come up again to tabletop. Then to Sukhasana, crossing your legs, straighten your legs forward to Dandasana. And let's begin with a few of the stretches and rotations. We'll begin with the toes squeezing. You can place your palms either inward or turned outward, slightly tilting your back backwards. And then start, breathe in, squeeze your toes, breathe out, relax, squeeze, relax. So we'll go like this 5 times, squeezing. So while squeezing, feel the complete pressure, feel the activeness of your toes. It shouldn't be the simply squeeze and release, squeeze and release. Rather, the effort should be felt along your thigh. Let's begin with another, that is ankle. Ankles in with breathe in, toes active, breathe out, ankles drop towards mat. Breathe in. Out. Now drop your legs sideways. Try not to lift up your knee. Even in this dropping, you would feel the stretch in your calf muscles, and then start rotating. Rotation, you'll certainly feel the activity along your hips to calf muscles. Keep on. Rotate. So here it is clockwise and anti-clockwise. You can feel your thigh, kneecap, shin bone and relax completely. Now let's stretch out your legs slightly wider. It should go outer edge of the mat, even wider than that. Straighten your arms, clasp your fingers, interlock it and then breathe in. Keep your spine straight. Do not hunch it back. We'll go to Chakki Chalanasana. Breathe in, slightly tilting back. Breathe out, bending forward from the base again. Going closer to the right toes, then to left toe. Going back. Breathe in, breathe out. We'll go 10 times each side. This is 10-10, clockwise, anti-clockwise. So in this pose also, for beginners, be careful. Do not take yourself completely closer or else you might get back pain. Rather, your aim should be to get the stretch. Your aim should not be to touch your toes initially. Like this. Go slowly. 10 times. And if you are practitioners, then you can go closer to your toes. Like this. Like this. Like this. Right? Reach how far you are able to. Do not compete with others. Just compete and know your body. So I am done 10 times. I don't know. I have not even counted. So it should be done 10 times. Beginners, if you are comfortable, you can extend it to 20 times. So breathe in, breathe out. You can hear one thing. Either you can bend your elbows or else you can straighten your arms throughout. Your choice, your comfort. I am showing you both way. This is bended and this is the straightened form. Right? Now after this, we have to catch hold of the left side toes. Toes active means toes facing you. Catch hold like this. Stay here. Look forward. Again, you have to ensure that it shouldn't be drooped, hunched, rather spine straight, extending forward. Hold. 10, 9. Now we'll hold on to another side. Again, spine extended, toes active. So you can feel the stretch along your hamstrings. Hamstrings is this part, the area under your thigh. So with the flexibility, initially try to touch your toe. Later on, try to touch the sides. More comfortable, try to touch the outer edge of toes. Likewise. And then slowly come up, relaxing this pose. Bring your legs together. You can relax here for a while. And then let's begin with another asana, that is Ardha Matsyendrasana. In Ardha Matsyendrasana, bringing the right leg, right foot beside left thigh and the left foot beside right. Like this. And then bringing the opposite arm. So the right knee is up. I'll take out the left arm. Breathe in. Wrap it around the right knee. Initially just push. Just push your right knee inward. And then placing the right palm backside of your spine. Try to look towards your right shoulder blade. Like this. Keep on pressing your knee towards left. At the same time, try to keep on twisting more and more towards right. Ardha Matsyendrasana. So this is for the beginners. You just try to push it. If not comfortable with, you can wrap it from front side and keep on pushing inwards. If comfortable, this is first level, you can push it with your inner elbow. If more comfortable, you can go to catch hold of your ankle. See, I'll show you how I have caught my ankles. This is complete Ardha Matsyendrasana. We'll hold here for 25 seconds. It's magical pose for diabetes, sugar. So let's focus on compressing your abdomen and twisting the spine more to deeper level with each inhalation. Feel your abdomen getting pressed inward. So, the completion on to left side. Release. Straighten your legs. And then bringing your left foot to the right outer thigh and the right leg to the inside of left hips. Then again the left arm, left leg is up, so the right arm would come up. Wrap it around. Initially keep on pushing inside, placing the left palm to your back. And if you are comfortable with, try to catch hold of your ankles. Keep on twisting and look onto your left shoulder blade. This is shoulder blade. Try to look onto your left shoulder blade. This will give more twist to your spine, strengthening your spine as well as giving compression to your abdomen. Let's hold. Feel your abdominal muscles fat getting compressed. So when extra fats get compressed, internal organs get activated. So this is, once again I say, magical pose, not only for your external features, rather for internal organs as well. Breathe in, come up, release this pose. Let's come to Sukhasana and then to tabletop. After tabletop, let's introduce complete Ashtangasana. In my previous video, day 3, I have introduced you to the just initial transition of Ashtanga. Let's move on to complete Ashtanga. So again, the palms under shoulder and knees under hips. Breathe in, bend your elbows, bringing elbows closer to rib cage, dropping your chest, chin onto the mat. See here the posture, hips is lifted up, Ashtanga, hold here. So many of you might feel difficulty in reaching to this asana. I'll give you the alternate. So alternate to this one. Here if you are not able to, you can go to child pose, then slowly bringing forward on your forearms. Slow, 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 slow. Again it needs arm support. Drop it down onto the mat. See here, elbows touching the rib cage. Ashtanga, hold this posture. And breathe in. Let's come up to mountain. So tuck your toes, lift up your chest. So lifting up your chest again would need more arm strength. If you are not comfortable in lifting up directly, you can go back, dragging yourself, then come up to table, then you can switch on to mountain. But if you are comfortable with having good strength, arms strength, you just simply lift up yourself, breathe in, and then lifting up your knees, to mountain. Adjust yourself so that heels touching the mat. So never hold the mountain pose initially, rather go with the paddling of feet. Paddling is bringing the legs alternatively inward, outward, inward, outward. So while bringing in and out, try to push your chest inside, closer to your navel. Even if you are not able to completely put your heel onto the mat, then while alternation, try to put at least one foot onto the mat like this. Now my left foot is onto the mat, right foot is onto the toes. So you will feel the stretch on your left calf muscle. Then changing the right foot completely onto the mat, left leg on toes. Again here, the right calf muscles getting stretched. And then hold this posture for just 5 breaths. While holding, keep on pulling your chest towards thigh. Initially look towards your knee. Then look towards your navel if comfortable with. If possible, try to look towards your navel. So the posture looks like inverted V alphabet. And then breathe in, bend your knee, breathe out, straighten 5 times. Breathe. So if you are not comfortable in completely straightening of knee in mountain, you can slightly bend your knee. Continue 5 times. 3, 4, 5, and hold. Again 5 seconds. Pause. Now from here, we'll transit to plank. Plank, as I have introduced in my previous video, you can go and check in day 3rd. Breathe in on toes. Raise your hips up more. Look forward. And then bringing your waist, spine forward. Dropping your waist slightly downward so that your neck, legs complete in one straight line. This is plank. Look forward. Again go back to mountain. Then one more time to plank. So notice one thing, that in this transition I am not changing the palm and the feet position. Now after this, take your right leg forward in between palms. In Asu Sanchalan, again I have introduced this. Asu Sanchalan, and then left leg forward, Padhastasana. Then clasp your fingers, swing side to side, upward and downward to relax your spine. And then gradually come up. Do not come up immediately. To avoid any jerk, gradually come up to straight posture. Let's switch on to our next asana. We have came up to standing pose. I'll take you to one balancing asana. So this is slightly intense, but I'll give you the option how to balance in this pose. Turn along the length of the mat, or else you can go closer to the wall, right? Like this, go closer to the wall here, and then bringing the left foot one step forward and straightening the left arm at 75 degree, bending forward, catch hold of your right ankle like this and hold this posture so that calf muscle goes separated from your thigh. So this is the actual Natarajasana. Left knee locked, straightened. So if you feel struggle with this pose, you can take support of wall. I'll show you the way how you can support. You can place the palm onto the wall, catch hold of your right ankle and then breathe in. Just slightly bend down, lifting up the right leg higher. Feel the stretch. Left knee locked like this. 10 seconds, hold. Come up, dropping the right leg down, releasing, legs together. So this is with wall support. You can go with support or without support, and we have to work it on another side. Never forget to walk onto the both side. Here again. Let's begin with the right leg. You can bring your right leg forward, either forward or backward. It's up to you. If you are onto your left side, then bring the right leg back. If you are onto the right side, then bring your left leg back. But since we are taking, because we are taking support of wall, so we'll bring slightly the left leg, right leg forward, then placing the right palm onto the wall, catching hold, adjust yourself according to the length of your arm, catching hold of your left ankle, breathe in, raise your left leg, breathe out. So left arm should be at 75 degrees, stretched. Look forward toward tips of the fingers, hold. Hold for a few more seconds. Feel the stretch in right calf muscles, hamstrings. Just you have to notice the alignment. That is the main part of yoga. And breathe out. Drop down your left leg. Release. Drop down right arm. Relax completely. Now we'll move on to the sun salutation. So for sun salutation, let's come to the front end of the mat, or else while working on sun salutation, your leg would go out of the mat. So I have reached the front end. Here legs parallel to each other. Keep on pulling your muscles upwards towards your spine. Place the palms at the heart center, join. Breathe in, arch your back. Means pushing your hips back forward, arching your back. Do not droop your neck. Rather, neck would always go beside arms. Breathe out. Bend forward from the base. Padhastasana I have introduced in my previous asanas and videos. Breathe in. This is fourth. You can either straighten your right leg into the air, or you can drop it down. And if you have knee pain, do not give much gap between the legs. Rather, you can give very narrow gap in between and relax your toes for knee pain. If you are comfortable, then give enough gap so your legs, your kneecap does not crosses your ankle. And go back to plank. This is plank. Toes active. Spine down. Toes, neck in one straight line. Breathe out to a strong, dropping your knee, then chin, then chest onto the mat. Breathe in, scoop up to bhujang. Scooping up means do not move your palm and the feet. Only your chest would scoop up like an ice cream. Elbows bent, legs together, shoulders backward. Breathe out, tucking your toes to mountain. Breathe in. Bring your right leg forward in between palms. The leg which goes back initially comes back. Here, if you are not able to reach here, bring your leg forward. Do not bring your palms back, right? Right here, and then breathe in. Bring your left leg forward. Padhastasana. Breathe in. Arch your back. Breathe out. Namaskar. This is half round. Let's complete another one. Breathe in. Arch your back. Breathe out. Padhastasana. Now with left side. Breathe in. Left leg back. Again. If not comfortable, you can drop your knee and then breathe in, then breathe out, taking to plank. So this is traditional sun salutation. Here the plank is neither breathe in nor breathe out, rather it's a hold. But I won't recommend you to hold your breath now. So let's go to Ashtanga. Dropping your ankles. Breathe in, Bhujang. Breathe out, mountain. Breathe in, left leg forward. Breathe out, Adhastasana. Breathe in, arch your back. Breathe out, Namaskar. Relax. So that's all. First round of sun salutation. Yes. Now let's switch on to the next asana. Once again turn on to the left side of the mat and then straighten your arms up with breathe in. If you want, you can arch your back. If you don't feel like, do not go down and breathe out, pushing waist back to Padhastasana. Coming up once again. And then go with the chair pose. Breathe in, straighten arms forward, bending knees, pushing hips back, knees in line with the ankles. Hold. 8. Palms down and then placing the palms slightly more forward, dropping your knees in child pose. Relax here for 10 seconds. Take deeper breath in and breathe out while relaxing in child pose. Then slowly lift up your head, lift up your hips, straighten your legs backward, lie on your stomach, lie down completely on your chest and stomach, placing the arms beside thigh. Now let's switch on to Ardha Dhanurasana. Previous video you have shown you the Dhanurasana, half Dhanurasana. Again I'll show you Ardha Dhanurasana, one-sided, catch hold of your right ankle. Extending the left arm forward. Breathe in. We'll go with the dynamic movement rather static. Static means holding. So initially go dynamic. Breathe in. Left arm. Right leg up. While the left leg resting onto the mat. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Notice here, calf muscle is away from the thigh. Now we'll hold for 10 seconds. Hold. Drop down. Relax your leg. Extending arms. Legs together. Relax your thigh. As soon you drop your right leg, you feel completely relaxed. Now let's begin with the left side. Catch hold of your left ankle, right arm extended forward. So you can catch hold of your ankle from inside or outside. It's up to you. Now here once again start it with breathe in, extend, raise your left leg, right arm up, right leg resting onto the mat, down. Breathe in, breathe out. So if you go and syncing with your breath, it would be easier for you to transit. Now holding. And drop down. Again placing the palms beside thigh. Legs together, chin resting onto the mat. Relax here. And slowly turn. Roll on your back by bringing the arms forward, clasping your fingers. Roll on your back. After rolling, get back yourself onto the mat, not onto the floor. Pause. Straighten your legs. Knees together, legs together. Palms flexed under your hips to gain support, and breathe in. Bring your elbows more inwards to gain more support. Breathe in. Here you have to just raise your legs up, and then breathe out. Drop it down. Breathe in, down. Breathe in, down. 25 times. See, you can feel your core got activated within 10 times. Tighten your kneecap. Drop down your leg, knees bent, straighten your arms sideways. So after this leg rise up and down, Utthana Padasana, your waist gets tightened. So we have to release and we have to make it stiffness free. So drop your knees side to side while looking on to opposite side of your knees dropped. Breathe out, edge on either sides. Breathe in is centered. Now let's stretch your legs out and place the right foot onto left thigh. Catch hold the right knee with the left palm. Right arm extended towards right. Breathe in, breathe out. Push your right knee towards left side while the right arm grounded onto the mat. Right shoulder grounded. Try to go deeper. Try to touch the right knee to the floor, but ensure the right shoulder should not lift up. Right shoulder grounded. So here you'll feel deeper twist. More closer to the mat, the knee, more twist. If the right elbow, right shoulder is onto the mat. And come up, change, another side, left leg, left knee with the right palm, twist. See, you can notice from the left shoulder, shoulder is not lifting up. I'm simply pushing the left knee towards right side. It's almost nearer to the mat, nearer to the floor. Feel, and you can even see the twist my spine is experiencing right now. And breathe in, come up, Straighten your leg. Once again, bringing your arms back, clasping your fingers. Roll on your back. Roll on back, then roll on your stomach. After rolling, you goes on the mat, you goes away from the mat, so get back on your mat again, and then you have to again place the palms beside, legs together, chin resting onto the mat. We'll go with the locust pose. Locust, breathe in. You have to raise your chin up, chest up, arms away, legs up. Breathe out. 20 times. Beginners, go with 10 times. So breathe in when lifting up. So you can feel the stretch especially on your lower back. It's very intense on your back portion because it's strengthening. Let's complete another 4. And lastly, we'll hold 10 seconds. Breathe in. Hold here. And drop down. Relax in Makarasana. Palms over one over another. Heels inside. Forehead resting onto the palms. Relax here for 10 seconds. You can take deeper breathe in and breathe out. And slowly turn on your back. So, don't get tortured. We are very much closer to the Shavasana. This is the last before moving on to the Savasana. Again, placing your palms under your hips. So now here, after straightening your legs, let's go on to another core workout, abdominal. Raise your legs up and then start rotating in clockwise direction 10 times like this. So ensure your kneecap is straightened. Do not bend your knee. Even though this one is also correct, but you will not feel as much needed pressure on core. So straighten your legs together 10 times clockwise. Now go with the anti-clockwise. See the core, it's working. Go closer to mat, but try not to touch the mat. And this one is 10. Relax completely. Relax your core which has got activated. And then pressing your palms slightly away from your body. Let's switch on to Yoga Nidra. Placing your legs apart. Toes falling freely out. Arms slightly away from the body. Nose pointing towards ceiling. Again I say, if you feel discomfort in your neck arch, you can place a loose pillow or towel wrapped rolled under the arch of your neck. So here, relax completely. Breathe in. Take your breath up. Breathe out. Take it down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Just let your breath cool down. And let's follow to the consciousness of your body. Bring awareness to each and every part. Let's begin with your head part. Breathe in, crown, relax, forehead, relax, cheeks, relax, nose, relaxed, lips, relaxed, chin, relaxed, complete face, relaxed, throat, relaxed, throat center, relaxed, shoulders, relaxed, arms, relaxed, biceps, relaxed, elbows, relaxed, forearms, relaxed, wrists, relaxed, palms, relaxed, fingers, relaxed, complete arms, relaxed, chest, relaxed, abdomen, relaxed, sides, relaxed, complete torso, relaxed, feel your legs, thighs, hips, hamstrings, relaxed, knees, shin bone, calf muscles, relaxed, ankles, relaxed, feet, relaxed, toes, relaxed, soles, relaxed, heels, relaxed, complete legs, complete body, relaxed. Now let's fall deeper in Yoga Nidra by following a pattern. Feel the tip of all 10 toes of your feet. Feel as if you are breathing from there itself and ascending your awareness from there to crown. In between, cover each and every parts of your body with inhale. Once you have done with your inhalation and reach to the crown, start exhaling from crown and bringing the awareness down towards toes, covering each and every parts of body again. Once you are done with exhalation, you are at the end of the toes, that is tip of the toes. Let's continue the awareness going down to up, then up to down. So let's begin tip of the toes, inhale. Exhale. Try to stretch the inhalation to 7 to 8 seconds while reaching from toes to crown. In between, you can cover all body parts. Continue. Let's begin. Inhale. Crown. Exhale. Toes. Toes. Inhale. Crown. Down. Exhale. Toes. One more time. Inhale from tips of toes. Crown. Exhale. Down. Let's come out of this relaxation as body is experiencing deeper relaxation. Slowly come out by wiggling fingers and then toes. Turn on to the right side of the mat. Go slow. Take support of your left palm. Put it in front of chest. Come up slowly. Now let's switch on to pranayam. Today I'll introduce you to Bhastrika pranayam. It is also called bellow breathing. So here we have to make a fist with the thumbs inside, fingers gently closed. Place it in front of shoulders. Breathe in. Stretch your spine. Arms up with the palms facing forward. Breathe out. Give forceful breathe out. So when you breathe out, your elbows should go closer to ribcage. It shouldn't go out. And your fist should face forward. I'll show you one more time. Breathe in. Here pulling up our breath. Breathe out. So this is Bhastrika pranayam. We'll go with 20, 20, 20, 3 rounds. Breathe in. Relax. Completion of 20 times. Relax your breath. Let your breath cool down. Observe the vibration going inside. And let's begin with the second round. Again, palms in front of shoulders, making a fist. Breathe in. Relax, placing the cup of palms on your kneecap. Relax your your biceps, abdomen, chest and heartbeat. Let's go and complete third and last round of bellow breathing, Bhastrika Pranayam. Let's begin. Completely. That's all was the completion of 3 rounds of Bhastrika. Place your palms either turned up towards ceiling or turned down towards thigh. Keep your spine still straight. Observe your breath, your heartbeat. Allow it to settle for a while. Let's conclude the session with Shanti 3 times. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Rub your palms together. Rubbing your palms generate heat. So generate enough heat. Once generated, place it on your eyes. Feel the warmth. Feel your cheek. Feel all across your body. And slowly and gently open up your eyes with a smile on your face. Relax completely. So that's all was the part of the video today, day 4. So I'll keep on posting the day 5th, day 6th and day 7th video. So keep on watching and feel free to post any query and doubt on my email ID mentioned underneath of this section. And keep on liking my video. If you have not liked it, thank you so much. I'll be coming with more promising video. Thank you. Bye.